forward, and as you fold forward, bring your chin in front of your left knee. Inhale. Exhale, 1. Inhale. Exhale, 2. Inhale. Exhale, 3. Inhale. Exhale, 4. Inhale. Exhale, 5. Good on your inhale. Lift your head and chest. Release. Rock out your shoulders. And then just swing your left leg around, stepping back to a downward facing dog. Good. Good for you. On your inhale, step your right foot forward, left heel down, rise up, Virabhadrasana 1. Exhale, opening arms and hips, Virabhadrasana 2. Inhale, extend your right leg. Move your right foot forward if you need to a little bit. Then exhale, bend your right knee and bend your right elbow, making a swan's head or a cobra's head with your right arm. Then dive your swan or your cobra underneath your right leg and reach back for the outside of your right hip. Then bring your left arm behind you and interlace your hands behind your right hip. Now, here's the key. If you are leaning to the left, what do you have to do? You have to lift your shoulder and pull your hip back on the right and bring your shoulders back in line so your head is over your big toe of your right foot. So you're no longer leaning to the left, coming into bound extended angle. Inhale. Exhale, 1. Inhale. Exhale, 2. Inhale. Exhale, 3. Inhale. Exhale, 4. Inhale. Exhale, 5. Keep the bind. Inhale, extend your right leg as much as possible without lifting your shoulders up. Keep pulling your hip back. Don't let go of the bind and don't lean to the left. Inhale. Exhale, 1. Good for you. Inhale. Exhale, 2. Inhale. Exhale, 3. Inhale. Try to extend through your right leg instead of bend it. Exhale, 4. Inhale. Exhale, 5. On your inhale, bend your right knee. Place your right hand down as you lift your left arm up. Then exhale, place your left hand down, step back, downward facing dog. Bound triangle. We haven't done that one all month because we've been doing chakras. Oh, now we got to do the hard stuff again. Go back to the hard stuff. On the inhale, step the left foot forward, right heel down, come up, warrior 1. Exhale, open arms and hips, warrior 2. Inhale, extend the left leg, move the left foot forward a little bit. Then exhale, bend your left knee, bend your left elbow, make a little cobra's head or swan's head. Dive the swan underneath your left leg. Reach back for your left hip crease, outside. Then take your right hand behind you and interlace your fingers. Now, once you're in the bind, you're going to pull your shoulders over to the left, tracking your skull down the big toe of your left foot. Inhale. Exhale, 1. Inhale. Exhale, 2. Don't forget to breathe. Inhale. Exhale, 3. Inhale. Exhale, 4. Inhale. Exhale, 5. Good for you. On your inhale, extend your left leg. As you extend your left leg, stay grounded in those feetsies. Exhale, 1. Inhale. Exhale, 2. Good. Inhale. Exhale, 3. Inhale. Exhale, 4. Inhale. Exhale, 5. Good. On your inhale, bend your left knee. Place your left hand down as you reach your right arm up. Then exhale, place your right hand down. Step back, downward facing dog. Oh, my God. On your inhale, come forward to a plank. Exhale, chaturanga. Inhale, upward facing dog. Exhale, downward facing dog. On your inhale, come forward to a plank. And exhale, drop down to your knees. All right. Now, from here, take your hands and bring your hands all the way back to in front of your knees. Now, Put your head on the floor about 12 to 18 inches away from your hands. You should be able to see your fingers. Your arms are bent at a 90-degree angle. They should look like a bracket. Now, lift your knees up. Echo, your head is too far back, I think. But I think you could go up a little bit more. Now, lift your knees up. Now, walk your feet forward and put your left knee on your left tricep. Then put your right knee on your right tricep. Like a little crow. Yeah. Now, see if you can start to bring your knees together and lift your legs up toward the sky, coming into a tripod headstand. Yeah. There you go. Good for you. Now, it's okay to stay in a crow-like shape with your knees on your back of your arms. But when you get your knees on your arms, then what you're going to do is you're going to engage Mula Bandha. Then you're going to lift your knees up and extend your legs. And you're going to balance. Good for you. Don't squeeze inward a little, Echo. Don't squeeze in. So do your crow shape. Do your little crow shape. Just come into that. Yeah. You need to move forward a little bit. You need more space. Good. And then if you're still in your tripod, bring your knees onto your arms and then come rest in child's seat. Breathe. Inhale. Exhale 1. Inhale. Exhale 2. Inhale. Exhale 3. Inhale. Exhale 4. Inhale. Exhale 5. Now, reach your arms forward and interlace your hands together into a fist. Okay? Then bring your elbows a little closer together. Then put the top of your head on the floor behind your wrist crease. Now we're going to come into a headstand, supported headstand. So it's different from tripod. You did a tripod. So then tuck your toes under and lift your knees up. Walk your feet forward. So just like you were in tripod, though, you have to bring your knees into your chest or your knees onto your arms like you did in tripod. Then once you bring your knees into your chest, your heels will be at your seat. Then start to extend your legs. Yeah, balancing on your head. So bring your knees into your chest. Give me this foot. So there, look at that. Now keep the knees in for a moment and keep them together. Lift your knees and hips. Good, now lift your legs. Now flex your feet like you're standing on the ceiling and pull in your knees just a little bit and then push me upward from your head and your forearms. Right from here, push. Good for you. Good for you. Good for you. Good for you. Okay, good for you. Good for you. And then slowly, if you're still up, come down and rest in child's seat. Then reach your arms forward, tuck your toes under, press into your hands, lift your knees up, come into downward facing dog. On the inhale, come forward to a plank. Exhale, chaturanga. Inhale, upward facing dog. Exhale, downward facing dog. Inhale, plank. Exhale, knees, chest, and chin. Inhale, slide forward, cobra. Exhale, come down and squeeze the legs together. Reach your arms back. So make one leg. So you want to bring those legs together. Now, your inner palms are facing towards your hips. First, bring your forehead to the ground. Forehead down. Forehead down. Keep your forehead down. Lift your shoulders, not your hands, your shoulders. Figure out how this works. Become conscious of these muscles back here. You feel those muscles? Lift your shoulders up away from the floor. Now, on your inhale, lift your head, chest, legs, hands, and arms. Lift everything up. But be conscious of those muscles, even your forehead now. As you lift your forehead up, become conscious of those muscles in your upper back and draw those even closer together, trying to get your scapula to touch. And then come down. And just rock out the hips. Bend the knees, reach back, grab the ankles. Pull the navel toward the spine. On your inhale, kick your feet into your hands and lift your knees as high as your shoulders. Now, see if you can get your toes to touch behind you. Can you bring your toes together? Made it a little harder. Get your toes to touch. And as you get your toes to touch, try to lift your toes up a little higher toward the ceiling. And then gently come down and relax. Rock out the hips. And let's do that one again. Bend your knees. This time, if you want to, you can hold on to the inner ankles, but make sure the eye of your elbow is facing the outer wall so that actually you're opening up across the chest instead of shutting down across the chest. On your inhale, kick your feet into your hands and lift up. Try to bring your knees and your feet a little closer together. Be a little more conscious in case your knees are all going out to the side walls. And then gently come down and let go and relax. Bring the hands next to the chest, elbows close to the ribs. Inhale, upward facing dog. Exhale, downward facing dog. Good. Now make sure you don't have anything to the left or the right side of your mat, like a blanket. Just move it off to the side. It can be in front of you. You just don't want it to the side. On your inhale, come forward to a plank. And bring your big toes and heels to touch. Now place your right hand on the floor in the middle of your mat. So move your right hand toward the center of your mat. Then come onto the outside of your right foot and lift your left arm up. Now bend your left knee and step onto the ball of your left foot behind you. So you're on your like a high heel shoe in the left side. Left knee is pointing to the wall behind you now. On your inhale, lift your hips up and point your left fingertips toward the windows. No. Foot comes behind you, guys. So step your foot down, echo. Step down, now lift your hips. Wild thing. Yeah, all right. Everybody's watching you. Everybody's like, oh, let's all look at what Echo and see what Echo's doing. Exhale 1, inhale. Exhale 2, inhale. Exhale 3. Good. On your inhale, put your left hand down, step back, downward facing dog. Best way to do that. Okay, so wild thing on the other side. Come forward to a plank. Bring the big toes and heels to touch, but put your left hand in the middle of your mat. Then come onto the outside of your left foot. Then bend your right knee, step your right foot behind you with the ball of your right foot on the ground. Your right foot's like it's in a high heel shoe. Then extend your right arm toward the windows and arch back. A little back bend here. Exhale 1. Inhale. Exhale 2. Inhale. Exhale, 3. Good. Inhale, gently come over, putting on a dog. And exhale, go back downward facing dog. Good. On your inhale, come forward to a plank. Exhale, chaturanga. Inhale, upward facing dog. Exhale, downward facing dog. Inhale, come forward to a plank. And exhale through bent elbows, come all the way down. Roll over onto the back. Bend the knees, tickle the heels with the fingertips. Feet are about hips width distance apart and parallel to each other. Remember, you're still supposed to be breathing Ujjayi Pranayama and Mula Bandhas engaged. Are you breathing Ujjayi Pranayama? Really? Or are you just breathing? Maybe, I don't know, right? I know. You're trying to be mindful, I know. And then bend your knees, tickle your heels with your fingertips. So feet are going to be flat on the ground. On your inhale, lift your hips, your lower and your middle back. It's actually hard. About this time, everybody stops breathing Ujjayi Pranayama. You're over here breathing through your mouth now. It's like, oh my God, I'm hyperventilating. So don't hyperventilate. Breathe through your nose. Calm your breath. Inhale, 2, 3, 4. Exhale, 2, 3, 4. Inhale, 2, 3, 4. Exhale, 2, 3, 4. Release your hands and come down. Yeah. Now, from here, we're going to come into upward bow. In upward bow, because it's a pretty strenuous physical asana, you kind of force your way into it, and then you kind of hyperventilate there a little bit. You kind of like pant. I know that I have to really be conscious of my breath. After 15 years of practicing, when I come into upward bow, I'm always like, Austin, you got to slow down your breath. So be more conscious of your breath. Place your hands next to your head, elbows toward the ceiling, fingers toward the shoulders. On your inhale, press into your hands and your feet and lift all the way up, extending your arms, and breathe. Inhale, 2, 3, 4. Exhale, 2, 3, 4. Inhale, 2, 3, 4. Exhale, 2, 3, 2. Inhale, 2, 3, 4. Exhale, 2, 3, 3. Inhale, 2, 3, 4. Exhale, 2, 3, 4. Inhale, 2, 3, 4. Exhale, bring your chin into your chest and come down the upper, the middle, the lower back. Notice how when we go back to that metronome breath count, all of a sudden, you see like everybody speeds this up. Teacher speeds it up. Students speed it up. Why? Because it's hard. But like you get a lot more out of it if you slow it down a little bit. You become more conscious of it if you slow it down a little bit. Place the hands next to the head. Elbows toward the ceiling, fingers toward the shoulders. On your inhale, come back up for a second upward bow. Exhale, 2, 3, 4. Inhale, 2, 3, 4. Exhale, 2, 3, 4. Inhale, 2, 3, 4. Exhale, 2, 3, 2. Inhale, 2, 3, 4. Exhale, 2, 3, 3. Inhale, 2, 3, 4. Exhale, 2, 3, 4. Don't come down. Inhale, 2, 3, 4. Exhale, bring the chin in the chest and come down the upper, the middle, the lower back. Oh, yeah. The breath kind of makes you much more conscious of what the mind is doing in something like that. You got to be more aware as soon as you put back in the Ujjayi Pranayama. And especially when you start counting that metronome. My teachers used to play a metronome through the whole class. Talk about anxiety. Place your hands next to your head, elbows toward the ceiling. On your inhale, come back up. Exhale, 2, 3, 4. Inhale, 2, 3, 4. Exhale, 2, 3, 2. Inhale, 2, 3, 4. Exhale, 2, 3, 3. Inhale, 2, 3, 4. Exhale, 2, 3, 4. Inhale, 2, 3, 4. Exhale, 2, 3, 4. Bring the chin in the chest and come down. Good for you. Bring your knees into your chest. Give your knees a little hug. Make little circles on the sacrum. Then bring your knees over to the left side. Extend the right arm out, twisting. And as you twist, keep your knees as high as your belly button. There's always a tendency to want to drop the knees. So you're going to keep your knees all the way up here. And you're going to take this hand, you're going to put it here. And you're going to take this hand, you're going to put it over here, so that actually you're twisting. All of a sudden she made like this face, like, oh my God, something's going on, right? Yeah, something's going on when you do that. When you do the other thing, you just kind of, it's an Instagram moment. No Instagram moment. Bring your knees back into your chest. Give your knees a hug. Then switch sides. I think that like even when you do that, you drop the hip. You're trying to decompress the spine. Come back to center, bring the knees into the chest, and then wrap your arms around the shins, bring your forehead toward the knees, rock forward and rock back, rock forward and rock back, rock forward and rock back, come up to a seated position, spin yourself around, extend your legs out in front of you facing the windows. Reach back, lift the flesh of your seat up, plugging your sit bones into the earth. Extend the legs out in front of you and exhale, fold forward, hold onto your feet, Paschimottanasana. Now you can fold forward. Breathe. So when we talk about subtle body, which is what we've been talking about the whole month of July, chakras and the energetics, you have to become more conscious of the gross body before you can start to tap into the subtle body. I see this all the time. I see people who love talking about Kundalini this, Kundalini that, chakras this, chakras that. And it's like they're that pinball in the machine. They're just bouncing from one thing to another, ding, 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 like with no conscious line of focus whatsoever. In reality, when you become aware of Kundalini and you become aware of this thing called subtle body, you become more aware of the gross body. What is my big toe doing? What is my foot doing? What is my hands doing? Am I putting pressure somewhere where I don't need to be putting pressure? And somebody else may teach you to do it differently. They're trying to teach you the same thing. It's not about whether the alignment is proper or improper. It's about, are you paying attention while you're in the class and kind of paying attention to what's going on? Because if you can't figure out what you're doing in down dog, then you're never going to really feel this subtle energy move through the body. Inhale, lift the head and chest. And exhale, hands by the hips, Dandasana. Bend the knees, place the feet where the knees were, feet about hips width distance apart. Hands behind you 6 to 8 inches, fingers pointing toward the windows. Bring the chin into the chest. On your inhale, lift your hips up. And exhale, let your head go back, tabletop. And then bring the chin in the chest and come down. And then open up your knees and bring your heels close to your pubic bone. So draw your heels back. And then use your thumbs and just open up your feet like a book and fold forward. You can keep your forearms on your shin bones or in your thighs. That's totally a nice way to open up the adductors. If you have tight adductors, as you put a little pressure into your shins and your adductors. So that's all that's happening when somebody teaches alignment as in a class, because alignment is subjective. So the way I teach it may not be the way that someone teaches it across town or in New York City. I would say that they're right if you're in that class, and I'm right and you're in this class, because all we're trying to do is try to bring a more conscious awareness to your being. Answering the question of how is this different from just a fitness class, from going to Soul Cycle or a kettlebell throwing or a CrossFit class. Those things are great, but they're not going to bring you enlightenment. On your inhale, lift the head and chest. And then keep your knees just like they are, your feet like they are, lay down on your back. Now, from here, you can stay in Goddess or Supta Baddha Konasana. You can also bring the legs overhead, coming into shoulder stand, or you can go to the wall and bring legs up the wall in Viparita Karani. So those are your three options for your final inversion. No inversion, half inversion, full inversion. Up to you. If you're in shoulder stand, flex the feet, let the toes come overhead, let the toes touch the floor behind the head. Clasp the hands together in a fist, extend the arms. Then bend the knees, bring the knees alongside the ears, hold on to the back of the knees. Then gently place the hands on the floor, slowly roll down one vertebrae at a time. And as you come down, extend your legs out in front of you. If you have blankets or anything underneath you, just lift your torso up and move your blankets off the side. If you're in Goddess and you would like to experience Matsyasana. Lift your knees up, extend your legs, and then press into your elbows, puff up your chest, and come onto the top of the head. Fish Matsyasana. And press into the elbows, bring the chin into the chest, and come down. And let's set up for Shavasana, corpse seat. So roll up a blanket, place a blanket underneath the knees. And here, now is the time you can let go of Mula Bandha. You can release Mula Bandha. And let go of the Ujjayi Pranayama. You don't have to breathe in any special way anymore. The breath can just be organic. And now just allow the body to become heavy. And if you want a little blanket, I would put my head on. If you want to have something on your head, use a blanket. That looks uncomfortable even looking at you doing that. All right, there you go. Gently start to deepen the breath. And with means of the breath, start to make small movements with your fingers and toes. Stretch the arms overhead. And stretch the arms and legs in opposite directions. And bend the knees into your chest. Give the knees a hug. And then slowly roll over to the right side. And then press your left palm into the floor. Lift the torso up and come up to a seated position. And you want to sit on something for a little meditation practice. So you want to sit so your hips are higher than your knees, that your shoulders are over your hips. And that idea of mindfulness and awareness and consciousness, it all comes together right here in meditation. So consciously place your body. Become aware of where you're placing your body. Place your hands on your thighs. They can go up, the palms can face up or down, but be conscious of where they are. And be conscious of where the head is in relationship to the sacrum. And then close the eyes and allow the gaze to come upward and inward. So you're kind of looking in between your eyebrows internally. Become aware of the breath again. You don't have to employ Ujjayi pranayama, but there has to be consciousness of breath. And begin to draw your senses inward, focusing the mind. And on your inhale, silently chant to yourself the mantra Om. And on your exhale, silently chant to yourself the mantra of Om. And if the mind chatters, wanders, or you want to scratch an itch or move your ankle, resist. Chant Om and breathe. Inhale deeply. Exhale fully. Inhale for the sound of Om externally. Bringing the hands together and bowing the head slightly to meet the hands, giving thanks and praise for the teachings of yoga from the past, the present, and still teachings that are yet to be revealed. Om Bolo Sadguru Bhagavan Ki Jai. Namaste. Thank you all so much. Have a beautiful rest of your day. Enjoy the inferno out there. I mean, maybe like, have a vegan s'mores party or something. Just stick your little like vegan marshmallows out the window at your house and they'll be melted before you know it. mushrooms? Vegan marshmallows. Yeah, you can do that. Foraging, yeah.